What's up everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 12 of Orange. And, okay, Mr. or Mrs. Mangaka you, I understand what you were trying to do with the whole time travel aspect and stuff because, let's face it, Orange tries to be as realistic as possible, and from what I'm hearing from other people is that Kakeru is the most accurate portrayal of depression. For those of you who have felt depression before, like, all of us have been depressed before here and there, but like literally been in a state of depression has never really been depicted too well except when it came to Kakeru, so I've been told from a couple of you guys in the comments. And how the characters act and stuff like that, except for Naho. We're not going to talk about Naho right now. But you know how like there's such a tight crew and stuff like that, they always got each other's back and stuff. Basically what I'm trying to say is that Orange tries to be realistic, and when it came to the sci-fi-ish aspect, we knew that there was like a hint of sci-fi, and that was the whole time travel thing. And the manga tried to make the time travel as realistic as possible. But when you think about the details of it, it really just doesn't make any sense. I found that pretty funny. The fact that the future selves of our cast, they decided, they were all for this. I was surprised how all for it they were. And that was to send letters in a black hole within the Bermuda Triangle, and it'll hopefully get to their past selves. I was very shocked at how all for it they were. Like, Hagito was the only one trying to get out of it and stuff, but overall he just kept on going with trying to like give them possibilities and things like that, like, well, there is kind of a black hole in the Atlantic Ocean around the Bermuda Triangle, and then they were all like, oh, so what should we do? Like, we can't send ourselves in there, otherwise we'll get lost. And then Nahos are like, we'll send letters, and just this whole plan. I just still can't believe how they were all jumping for joy at this plan. Just the fact that they all believed that it would work. Of course it did. This is an anime, but still, it's just these realistic characters suddenly just being, I don't know what to call it, man, but I just found that very hilarious. Half of this episode was in Kakeru's point of view in the original timeline. And man, that was heavy. Pretty heavy to watch. Especially this here really got to me. I'm pretty sure it got to a lot of us. And that was when Kakeru read the drafts in his mother's cell phone. Surprised his mother's cell phone was still charged, but anyway. In the drafts, the mother said how she apologized that she was being so selfish. She kept on taking away things from Kakeru, at least that's how she saw it, like when she knew that Kakeru was being bullied and stuff, so she decided to move. As other things like that. And she thought that she was being selfish. And when Kakeru sent that message being all like, stop being such a pain, I'm not a child anymore, let me do me, you go to the hospital yourself. The mother, she felt like that she needed to accept this. She wasn't angry at Kakeru at all. So she accepted what he said and blamed herself even more than she already did. And that's why she committed suicide. She hated herself for trapping Kakeru and thought that if she killed herself, he would be free and for him to have more fun. That's so heavy, man. Oh. And Kakeru, when he saw this, he ran out, got his bike. Man, this was also pretty heavy too. And the thoughts Kakeru was thinking when he was riding his bike. I can't believe that what Kakeru is thinking happens all the time to many people his age. Thinking about death and stuff like that. Like, questioning like, hey, do you think if I die I could see her? What is it like to die? Would anyone miss me if I was dead? And then that last thought, the final thought before he died, he thought of Naho. I wonder who she gave those chocolates to. Damn. People think like this. Maybe some of you thought like this. That's, oh man, so sad. It definitely showed that he needed to talk to someone. But what really sucked was that in that timeline, he did talk to someone. And they laughed it off. They were awkward in the situation. They treated it like a joke. Ah, the people who were his friends back over in his old school. Ugh. This shit happens. I wish it didn't. I wish I could tell you that this is fake, but it's not. Oh, man. Very, very, very serious, heavy episode. Ah, man. I'm gonna need some time after that, not gonna lie. Let me try to get my mind off this. Kakeru was pretty much dodging Naho, giving her quick one-worded answers and stuff, and leaving her as soon as he can. He'll answer her, but like I said, quick one-worded answers, and then go off to some other friend that we haven't even heard of, and or just hang out with, you know, Sua's other people like that. And Naho even had the balls to apologize and stuff, and even said, hey, let's go out later. And she was even willing to wait for him, but he said, nah, I feel bad. Another day. But when is that another day? So Naho decided to go up to him and tell him what that other day will be. Valentine's Day. At least wait until Valentine's Day. Because the way Kakeru's acting, there's still that possibility that he will off himself, and I don't want that. I don't want him to think those thoughts ever again. Alright. I think that's enough for this review. Catch you tomorrow as I review Danganronpa 3 Mirai Hen and live react to Mob Psycho 100. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.